World War I left 9 million soldiers dead and 21 million wounded, with Germany, Russia, Austria, Hungary, France, and Great Britain each losing nearly 1 million or more lives. In addition, at least 5 million civilians died from disease, starvation, or exposure. 1 year later, November 1919, President Woodrow Wilson proclaimed November 11 as the first tribute to Armistice Day with the following words: "To us in America, the reflections of Armistice Day will be filled with solemn pride in the heroism of those who died in the country's service and with gratitude for the victory, both because of the thing from which it has freed us and because of the opportunity it has given America to show her sympathy with peace and justice in the councils of the nations." An act approved May 13, 1938, made the 11th of November each year a legal holiday, a day to be dedicated to the cause of world peace and to be thereafter celebrated and known as Armistice Day. This day was set aside to honor veterans of World War I. But in 1954, after World War II, the 83rd Congress amended the Act of 38 by striking out the word armistice and inserting in its place the word veterans. With the approval of this legislation on June 1st, 1954, November 11 became a day to honor American veterans of all wars. I want us to remember not only the price for our physical freedom, but also the price for our spiritual freedom. The only reason we have physical freedom is because thousands were willing to die in the past. And the only reason we have spiritual freedom is because of the one that was willing to lay down his life in our place. So let us remember the suffering servants. The early church took their religion seriously. So serious that at times they were condemned to mines, banished to islands, sold for ransom, or put into prison. And it was under these circumstances that the church was at its finest. The Apostolic Constitution reads like this: "If any Christian is condemned for Christ's sake to the mines by the ungodly, do not overlook him, but from the proceeds of your toil and sweat, send him something to support himself and to reward the soldier of Christ." The writer of Hebrews says to remember. What a challenge to the church today. Every American ought to recognize this day as a duty to his country to honor those who have suffered and sacrificed to make America what it is today: free, strong, and a nation worth fighting for, and if need be, worth dying for. But let us also remember the sacrifice of the Savior, the payment. He himself bore our sins in his body on the tree. He hadn't done anything wrong. He committed no crime, but yet he was found guilty. And the only thing that he was guilty of was love. And he sacrificed himself for all people to free them, to free you, to free me from our sin. Therefore, let us remember those who serve, remember those who have been sacrificed, and remember those who are suffering. And the most important, powerful thing we can do is pray. To pray for our president, pray for our leaders, pray for our military, and to pray for those who are down and out, discouraged, and lonely. This is a frightening time for all of the world's citizens, but it is also a time for God's people to rise up as a unified body against the threat of evil and terror. I challenge you, as a child of God, to respond to this conflict, to respond to your brothers that struggle.
Welcome. Let me get this off. Welcome to Asanjo Live. I wanted to do a thank you veteran stream, and this is here we are. What do you guys think about the cool background that I have today? Hello, Glenn, DCP. Thank you for your service. Gary, Sasha. Sasha. I left Discord, by the way, at the perfect time temporarily. I came back. Yeah, no bueno. No bueno, Sasha Crane. No bueno. Bud Grower, hello. Triple, hello. M-Star, hello. So this is essentially a stream to invite anybody up on panel to, if they have anyone that has served with them, any family members, etc. Please bring them up, and in the chat, throw some love. Doing some inspirational videos and educational videos. I have another one, which is 5 things to know. Actually, let's go to first. Let's do this. Let's do a shout out to the places that are helping veterans right now. Restaurants, big chains, etc. It's West Coast, so it's still time to get to these places. Businesses are offering everything from free haircuts to flu shots, etc. Let me blow that up. Blow that up right there. There you go. Perfecto. Restaurants aren't the only ones showing veterans and active view. Some retailers, including Target and Under Armour, are also offering veterans and military members a discount on Wednesday. Veterans Day marks the date when Germany and the Allies signed the 1918 agreement to end World War I hostiles. The fighting ceased on the 11th hour, on the 11th day of the 11th month, according to the Department of Veterans Affairs. It was recognized as Armistice Day, as we saw in the video just now. So big shout out to those places that are helping the veterans and the families of the veterans. Look it up on Google if you're local, who's helping who. It'll be a good way for you to, show that we appreciate you. What was the other thing I was sharing? Here we go. It's kind of an impromptu stream, guys, so bear with me here. So this is the 5 things to know about Veterans Day. So let's see if you guys didn't know one of these things. Military.com.
In honor of all veterans, past and present, this is 5 things you don't know about Veterans Day.
We got him moving. We're going back to buttoned up.
While the lack of the apostrophe might seem like a semantic choice, it has a definite and deliberate meaning. According to the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, Veterans Day is not a day that belongs to veterans. It is a day for honoring all veterans.
Red 2 directly in front of us, sir. Be advised, Red directly to our front right now.
In 1968, Congress passed the Uniform Monday Holiday Bill, which stated that Washington's birthday, Memorial Day, Columbus Day, and Veterans Day would all be celebrated on Mondays. The reason for doing so was to create 3-day weekends, which would hopefully encourage travel and other recreational activities that would help stimulate the economy. However, many states did not agree with the change, particularly for Veterans Day, which held significant historic and patriotic significance. And so, on September 20th, 1975, President Gerald Ford signed Public Law 9497, which returned the annual observance of Veterans Day to November 11th, beginning in 1978.
Nobody from my tracks. We're way back, over.
Although today we all know it as Veterans Day, November 11th was originally called Armistice Day, in recognition of the Armistice Agreement that ended World War I on November 11th, 1918. But while World War I was called the war to end all wars, it failed to do just that. By the early 1950s, millions of Americans had served in World War II and the Korean War. So, in an attempt to be more inclusive and honor this younger generation of veteran service, Armistice Day was changed to Veterans Day on June 1st, 1954.
We're going to fire a 3rd rocket, sir.
November 10th marks the Marine Corps birthday, an event that is generally celebrated with a traditional ball and a cake-cutting ceremony. Since this special date falls the day before Veterans Day, many Marines celebrate both holidays together with a 96-hour liberty period.
Get really close to him. Give me an help, and we'll tell you how we're up.
A date which will live in infamy.
Following the outbreak of World War II and the revelation that World War I did not end all wars, the idea of commemorating Armistice Day began to fall out of favor with a small group of Americans. Led by Dr. Francis Carr Stifler of the American Bible Society, the group proposed that Armistice Day be officially replaced with Mayflower Day, since the signing of the Mayflower Compact took place on November 11, 1620. They argued that this holiday would be far more appropriate, since the Mayflower Compact was the cornerstone upon which the Declaration of Independence and the Bill of Rights stood. Of course, the group's ideas did not catch on, and Armistice Day eventually became the Veterans Day that we know today. As we all know, Armistice Day was switched to Veterans Day in 1954. But do you know who originally had the idea to expand the holiday to include veterans of all wars, not just World War I? If so, post your answer below, or reach out to us through Twitter using hashtag 5ThingsYouDon'tKnow.
There you go. Very nice quote there. I'm multitasking here, people. Thank you, veterans, all active military personnel. Your dedications, commitments, and services are appreciated and noted. Thank you. There's an awesome quote there. We have a couple of veterans in the chat right here. Ed, U.S. Air Force, 1978, 1982. Shout out. Big thank you for your service. Gil as well, Gary, Army, Vietnam, 68, 60. This is awesome. This is like a cool little small little room we got now of a bunch of veterans in here. I love it. I really do. I fucking love it. We also, who did I forget? There was another one up here who was in here earlier that I just saw. Right here, DCP. Navy vet here, USS Lincoln. I think it's Lincoln. IPF 128084, machinist mate. So there you go. There's a lot of awesome people who have served. Anybody want to come on panel and kind of give a shout out to veterans or any family members who have served? There is the link to do so. Please feel free. It's going to be a little short stream, an impromptu stream here. So come on up, people. Got one more really cool video to play for the veterans, and this is the next one.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear. To support and defend. The Constitution of the United States. Against all enemies. Foreign and domestic. And to bear true faith. And allegiance to the same. That I will obey. The orders of. The President of the United States. And the orders of. Those officers appointed over me according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God.
We celebrate Veterans Day on the anniversary of the armistice that ended World War I. The armistice that began on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. The timing of this holiday is quite deliberate in terms of historical fact. But somehow it always seems quite fitting to me that this day comes deep in autumn, when the colors are muted and the days seem to invite contemplation. It is, in a way, an odd thing to honor those who died in defense of our country, in defense of us, in wars far away. The imagination plays a trick. We see these soldiers in our mind as old and wise, but most of them were boys when they died, and they gave up two lives, the one they were living and the one they would have lived. When they died, they gave up their chance to be husbands and fathers and grandfathers. They gave up their chance to be revered old men. They gave up everything for our country, for us. And all we can do is remember. I will not fail thee nor forsake thee. In memory of those who gave the last full measure of devotion, may our efforts to achieve lasting peace gain strength. Let us make a vow to our dead. Let us show them by our actions that we understand what they died for. Strengthened by their courage, heartened by their value, and borne by their memory, let us continue to stand for the ideals for which they lived and died.
In the long history of the world, only a few generations have been granted the role of defending freedom in its hour of maximum danger. I do not shrink from this responsibility. I welcome it. I do not believe that any of us would exchange places with any other people or any other generation. The energy, the faith, the devotion which we bring to this endeavor will light our country and all who serve it. We shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe to assure the survival and the success of liberty.
Now that was moving. You got a little water. Yeah, me too, Wendy. That's why I told Sarah, you're crying. I'm not crying. Wow. Where do you go from there after a video like that? That puts a lot of what everybody wants to say to our veterans into perspective by seeing what they've sacrificed, seeing what they've given, seeing the lives that have been lost, and the amount of lives that have been lost, and the hope and prayer that we do better for our veterans. Yeah, True Blue. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, wasn't easy. That was a moving video, guys. And I'm begging Odin to come on panel so I don't start crying like a baby. Get the fuck up here, Odin. Or AZN. Someone help me so I don't keep crying here. Watch my link. We can get a lift here. What was the title? Sugar, if you want to hop up backstage and put it in private chat, that might be easier for me to grab, if that's cool with you. We're also throwing some facts in. Veterans Day March, the day when Germany and the Allies signed the 1918 agreement to end the World War hostiles. It's going through the Streamlabs there, but I was going back to my hope and my prayer is that we value our veterans every day and not just on Veterans Day. There's 365 days a year, and I don't want one day to be the highlight of it all. I always make the joke about people who put American flags around their yards during July 4th, and that's it. Hello, Justin. Yeah, Odin, that's powerful. I see it there. Yeah, and 5 classmates via My condolences. Yeah, Veterans Day is definitely tough for a lot of people. And I wanted this stream to hopefully cheer some people up, and kind of therapeutically, you know, in a way of, I mean, right now our chat is filled with a bunch of veterans. You're not alone, you know, and there's a combination of veterans and people who love veterans. So it's great right now, you know. Let me see if I can find that video on my own. Is it the there's so many dance off videos, Wendy. So if you want to hop up and backstage, that'd be good. South Korea Marines, U.S. Marines. Is that what you sent me? I don't know if that's what you sent me, but yeah. Whew. Yeah, that was a great video. That was a great video. And I have one more video that I want to play and get everyone's thoughts on and see what everyone thinks on. And all right, yeah, you can definitely come up after. Just put it backstage on in the private chat and the basement kind of deal. That'll be easier. There you go. Thank you for coming up, my guy. I was.
I'm here for you, bro.
I can talk for an hour straight by myself. I have no issue with that. It's the topic and the video.
Yeah, let me, Central, if you don't mind, before you play the video, I just want to pay homage to all of the existing veterans. Thank you personally for what you do. Being a first generation Asian American, born and raised out of Brooklyn, New York, you know, I salute you. I think one of my only regrets in life, and I spoke about this on a prior panel, is that, you know, I never served my country. And it was something that I was always upset. Me and my brothers, we were always upset at my mom. God rest her soul, for not allowing us to serve our country simply because of the fact that my father is a veteran of the Korean War. He served in a MASH unit, excuse me, and he almost lost his life in a mortar attack. And he was honorably discharged and then came to this country, and the rest is history. So again, thank you to all the veterans out there. And I wanted to come up here and say that and obviously support you, Sancho.
Thank you. Anyone else want to come up and please give their shout outs to loved ones and family members? Please do. You know, what do you think about my, you know, speech about, I think when it comes to politicians, they need to do more for our veterans. You know, the fact that we have homeless veterans is just one of the most biggest discrepancies in this world right now. And it's deplorable that we have veterans out there that are homeless and they're not getting the proper PTSD mental care that they need to. And they become homeless because of that. And I think that is a giant issue that we need to focus on in 2021. Your thoughts? Oh, he's on mute right now. So Glenn, my guy.
How you doing?
Good. We're waiting for AZ, and you back? All right. He's got some technical issues. It's all good. He came.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi. I'm gonna fix it, Sancho. My bad.
No problem. Did you hear my last thing about what I said about the veterans and the homeless veterans and how problematic it is in this world? The fact that the words homeless veterans go hand in hand.
Oh yeah, yeah. Don't get me started on PTSD,
Right.
accessing medical cannabis through the VA and whatnot. Yeah, absolutely with you.
Oh, there's my buddy. First time ever on El Sancho. Sarah.
Yep, it
What's
is.
up, girl?
Just got home. I was at my aunt's house all day today. I just got home.
It takes me and you to be email buddies to get you on my panel, I see.
Yes.
Do you have any shout outs to veterans? Hello, Glenn. Let's have ladies first. Do you have any shout outs you want to give to any veterans, any family or friends that you have, Sarah?
I have my grandpa. He was a veteran, but I do not know what war he was in, though. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he was he got shot in the heart when he was in the war. My
Oh,
grandpa, my mom's dad.
okay. My condolences on that.
And then
Glenn,
my other grandpa was also, he's not alive anymore. He died a long time ago. And my dad's son.
all right, Glenn, how about you?
Okay.
Yeah, I like to give one to my uncle. I got an uncle that served in the military, and
Mm-hmm.
with my mom's brother, and when he joined, back when we went to war with the Vietnam, and boy, my uncle over 60 years old now, and he's still alive, and I know how I know what they go through, and I give them a big salute. To everybody that so thank everybody that did and fight for everything we believe in,
Mm-hmm.
and I appreciate it, what they did, what they gave up for us, and help make the country what it is as it is today.
Mm-hmm. I think like never forgetting the service they do on a consistent basis is essential in our life to realize that heroes are among us, and it's those men and women who serve in our armed forces and military and police and fire as well. Some may not like that statement, but I agree that those are people that are doing jobs that you normally wouldn't be able to do. That's not serving in the military is just not made out for just anybody. And I think having that gratitude and appreciation that when we're enjoying our Christmases and Thanksgivings, they're out there serving and fighting for our freedom, and having an everyday appreciation 365 towards that is so important. Sarah, do you agree with me?
Yeah, I do.
Good.
Yes, I agree with
I
you,
don't put
Alfonso.
I want
I'm
to put it like this. I know for the men and women that so fight for our freedom,
mm-hmm.
fight for make the country as it is today.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody want to mess with them? Guess what? I gonna do something as return. I will fight back to bone and get my honor back to the men and women that served and fought for this country.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So I'm going to play a video. Can you give a shout out to, hold on, can you give a shout out to a DJ, a veteran I helped care for? Absolutely. Who's become part of my family and my mom? Absolutely. One of the first women in the Air Force was your mom. No kidding. How cool is that, Sarah, huh? Her mom was one of the first women in the Air Force.
That is cool.
And here I am afraid of heights. I am.
Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you,
To you and your mom.
Thank you, Jessica. So we're gonna play a game here. Who's gonna cry first, me or Sarah, for this next video? And I'm at a little bit of an advantage. You can turn your camera off too if you want and go on mute. Go ahead. You could pretend like you're, so it's kind of fair. Odin, please come up and put it because I can't grab any link in the chat.
I always put my camera off.
All right, so that way, but we'll both talk after the video and see if we're not doing happy tears and appreciation tears, okay? Deal. All right, let's go.
Okay, sounds good.
I can announce that over the next year, another 34,000 American troops will come home from Afghanistan. This drawdown will continue, and by the end of
this is a rap song.
Our war in Afghanistan
your congressman, ask him about a shelter.
I like it.
They won't know where the bed is.
I switched it up on y'all.
Spent a fortune to train me to shoot a rifle.
This may get me copyright strike, but I don't care.
Tell them we got a problem, too many returning.
It's for the veterans.
What are you talking about?
Veterans.
Right. They're just, if you're a retiree or you're a veteran and you're not active duty, just die as quick as you can. Do us all a favor, just die as quick as you can.
I get messages asking me for some help. They sick and tired, life is a living hell. The VA keeps handing out pills and handing out addiction and make it hard to get refills. They said I was disconnected. They said I'm trouble. They blamed it on my depression. I'm trying to find a purpose because I'm feeling worthless. I feel lost in this direction.
I wish I could have stayed in and done a whole 20, made a career out of it. Because, I mean, it was really the only thing that I knew, and I was good at it.
I'm not dysfunctional, I'm disregarded. So pardon if somehow I seem to act heartless. I'm alone, fuck, I feel like I'm a target. So who do I turn to? This wasn't part of the bargain. No, this is my life, this is my pain. And while I got a breath of me, friends are sleeping in graves. And all I got left are pictures I haven't even framed. So if you ask if I changed, I'll tell you, I'm not the same.
There's no need for us to kill ourselves at home when they couldn't kill us while we were at war.
I feel like people don't understand me. He who shed blood is he who becomes family. 22 die a day, that's 22 tragedies. And I'ma stay worried, this is something still happening. Whoa, it's the truth, I lost some friends up in this battle. If I lose another, I'ma flip like nothing matters.
You've been to war though, came back from a war zone.
But I got bones in the closet, I wanna keep the doors closed. Don't forget I'm only human, the few that only knows what I've been through. So they help me battle my own illusions. That's why we're strong together, when we bond together. So if you go to war, I go to war, up in arms forever. So let's talk about PTSD. Let's talk about depression. Let's talk about suicide. I understand it. I put that pistol in my mouth. I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like to be helpless, to feel alone, no purpose. But that's not a reason to quit. That's just more of a reason to keep going. That's more of a reason to get up. So get up. You understand?
The vision isn't clear, the air is cloudy. Laid out in gold bricks, the past shall not be. The truth is the world will go on without me. When I fight like I'm down, I dare you to doubt me. I hold back, never. I feel like I'm dying if I'm not getting better. The stress on my head is beginning to concern me. I told you the truth, but nobody heard me.
We go up and down the mountainside, so kingdom comes and we won't stop. Hey, oh. We go up and down the mountainside, so kingdom comes and we won't stop. Hey, oh. We go up and down the mountainside, so kingdom comes and we won't stop. So kingdom comes and we won't stop. Hey, oh. We go up and down the mountainside. So kingdom comes and we won't stop. Hey, oh.
Yeah, when you move finishing purpose, with aggression intent on finishing the enemy. Your conscience should be clear, and your honor should be clean.
That's where we're looking at the clouds thinking, you gotta breathe. You're going home. Don't worry about it anymore.
All right. Everyone's thoughts on that one. Different, right? Easy in?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, goosebumps to start, right?
Yeah. I mean, we brought up the PTSD. We brought up the forgetting about them. We brought up a lot of things. And, you know, this is an individual who is a veteran rapping this song, you know, about his experience of how he felt when he was over there and compared to now. And the difference is, they didn't kill me. Why do I want to kill myself now? And that's fucking moving, man. That's powerful.
Yeah, to come home from something like that, whatever countless amount of tours, and then have to deal with PTSD and accessing medical cannabis and being treated the right way. Yeah, I feel you.
it's problematic that it's something that we need to, hold our politicians to a higher standard to make sure that they're taking care of our veterans, and right now, it's not happening. I want to eradicate the words homeless vets, as much as possible, because those words shouldn't come together. Like those two words shouldn't go hand in hand. Homeless vets. I mean, there shouldn't be any homeless, but the fact that they're homeless vets, come on now. That's not the appreciation we should be showing these, veterans.
Yeah, I think you're hitting the nail on the head, Sancho. Don't really have anything else to say, but to say I agree with you, man.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% right there too. And I don't think it ought to be a so why are you homeless vet?
I'm gonna play a video now that may make Sarah laugh, or it may not make Sarah laugh. This is a dance. I don't know, Bunny, if this is a video you wanted me to do. So this is a dance-off, Sarah, between the U.S. Marines and the South.
I'll go ahead and jump off and sorry I cut you off, but my battery just about dead.
Oh, I thought you were leaving because a dance-off's about to happen and you have no moves.
Yeah.
You're stiff as a board,
Well, my
Glenn.
battery just about dead, but I want to get off you, okay?
All right, Glenn, have a good one.
You too.
All right, so let's see this little dance-off. What kind of music are they playing? Oh. So this is a good friendly dance-off between two countries, essentially, South Korean and U.S. Marines. Here we go, Sarah. You ready? Ready, Sarah? Who's gonna win? Oh! I can't do that. I don't think AZN can do that either.
I might need 25 years of my life back.
Yeah. I might need some new knees to do that, maybe. I don't know. Now that my surgery's done, maybe. I don't know. All right, what's next, Sarah? What do you do next? This is a dance-off right now between the South Korean military and the U.S. military. Here we go, Sarah. You ready? Uh-oh. You like that dancing?
The South Koreans got K-pop, man.
Look at that. All right. Let's see if the next guy can top this. You ready? He's doing the creeping. Look at the creeping dance. Absolutely, wars could be solved like this, True Blue. We got South Korea and the U.S. having a dance battle. Why can't all the militaries do that? Here we go. Here's a sleeper pick right here. See how low he's getting right now? We got some problems coming, Sarah. Oh. Now, is that your favorite dancer so far, Sarah, or no? Which one's your favorite?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that one.
Now, are you a fan of this kind of dancing, Sarah?
No, not really, but it's okay.
So, What kind of dancing are you a fan of?
I don't know. You're asking me a question I cannot
Oh.
answer. I don't have a clue.
Look at this guy. You can't dance like that, can you?
No.
Can you try?
Uh-uh.
No? Come on, you can do that.
No.
I'm certain
No.
you can do that.
No. I can't bend my knees like that. I have knee problems. You crazy?
Look at this.
I can't even do that. No.
She's
Not
she's
really.
do you agree with Wendy? Because you know who she's talking about, you. Is that true? That's a yes. She goes, who's dancing? They got cute butts. That's what she's pretty much saying in the private chat. They're like, dancing, they got cute butts. Who cares about them dancing?
I have no comment about that.
See how she's laughing? She's like, yep. She's like, thumbs up. Hit the nail right on the head. Unbelievable, Sarah. First time ever on Sancho Live, and you're looking at all these guys' butts instead of their dancing skills. Unbelievable, Wendy, huh?
Oh, well. So what happens when you do that type of a dance, huh?
Oh, man. I didn't hear the last part of what you just said.
Did I say that too loud?
I didn't hear what you said, so that's a good thing.
I don't know what I said. I just cracked up and laughed.
Oh. Oh, look at the older guy, Sarah. Look at this.
Oh, wait a minute.
Look at this. This guy's older than me and you, Sarah, combined.
No way. Maybe not.
Yeah.
How old are they?
This guy was 82 years old doing that dance.
Really? Did not even notice that. You're right. I was wrong. I'm sorry.
82 years old dancing like that, and here you are.
Wow.
Here you are telling me that you can't dance like an 82-year-old.
Yeah. I didn't even see him dance. What you're talking about.
I mean, come on. That's just crazy. You know?
Yeah.
Here's a good one. I got another good video. This is an impromptu short stream, guys. It was something that I didn't see anyone else doing and saw the necessity to do it. You know, I thought it was very important to send out a stream, letting our veterans know how much we love them and appreciate them and thank them. And it's not a one-day thing. It's a 365 thing, every single day. I know I do. I go out of my way to thank a veteran. If I see a veteran, I thank them for their service, hold the door for the whole night. And it's important to do that. It's important to get that everyday appreciation because you don't know what they're going through, because you don't know what they've been through.
Right.
Indeed.
And you just don't know. I mean, you don't know what anyone's been through. You don't know what anyone's day was like. Sarah yawned twice on El Sancho Live today. She had a tired
Oh, wait a minute, Sancho. I forgot my uncle was in the war as well.
Oh, you forgot about your uncle in the war?
Yep.
See how happy Jess is right now that you're on El Sancho Live right now?
Hi, Jess.
She's gleaming from ear to ear knowing that you're finally on El Sancho Live. This is a big deal for me, Jess, like having you that's the big deal for me, like Sarah having you on here. All right. So, one more video that might make Sarah cry, that might not, or might make me cry. We'll see. So, let's see who's going to cry between me or Sarah. I'm glad I played that other video that, was a good, happy video. So
I almost cried, though.
I cried during the first video I cried during.
Oh.
And then AZN came in with the hot tag and kind of got me out of, everyone making me sound like a baby.
Are you okay?
Like a baby.
I do that to a lot of people, Sancho.
Good. Thank you. You pick, well, my mic is so powerful. I can whisper and I sound like I'm talking normal.
I can hear you.
That's my point. It's a Blue Yeti microphone. Can you hear me very clearly?
Yes, we can.
It's a powerful microphone, that's why.
I know what you did last summer.
I do. Absolutely. Let's play the video.
Yeah, some more goosebumps, and it also reminded me that everybody has a story.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. Like in life, everybody has a story. You don't know what anyone's been through today, you know. And with these veterans that have served, that have been heroes to us, you don't know what they've been through, and you don't know what they saw. And don't be the stupid fucking asshole. Sorry for swearing, Sarah. But don't be that bad person asking very personal details about. Don't be that bad person asking too much details to veterans about what they saw, etc. That's just not appropriate. You know, it's something that I know a lot of veterans don't want to even go back there and think about or repeat, you know?
Reminds you that our veterans have family too that they want to come back home to.
Yeah. I mean, when you're enjoying your Thanksgiving, there's many that are not. When you're enjoying your Christmas, there are many that are not. There are many that wish they could, but they're too busy fighting for our freedom and unable to do so. You know, Sarah? You know, and that's why it's very important to extend our gratitude and appreciation to our veterans that are here and no longer here and that are currently enlisted. And, you know, it's just, you know, my plea for this was an impromptu stream, by the way. I took like 10 minutes. I'm like, let's do a stream. And where's the last one? There's just this one thing. So I'm probably going to go an hour. But this is the last one that is pretty good. Let's play it.
Walk like I built this town. Steps so light, I barely touch the ground. Everybody wants to know how. Brick by brick, I put them in the ground. Walk like I built, walk like I built this. I do it for my people, family business, and everybody wants to know how. Take a good look, you are now witness. Wake up, it's a brand new day. I got a fresh breath and a full plate. Wake up, this is not a game. I'll take my fresh breath and go my own way. This is what I live for. 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 by the season. Limits don't exist if you don't give them reason. But everybody wants to know how I built this dream and never had a doubt. Walk like I built this town. Steps so big, I shook the fucking crowd. Everybody's coming at me now.
Sorry for swearing, sir.
This is what I live for. 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 This is what I live for.
Hoorah.
All right. Hoorah. I think that's a great way to end it. Sarah, what do you think? Powerful, huh? There you go. Happy tears, hopefully, right?
Yeah.
Good. Happy tears. You know, I want to give a big shout out to the families of these veterans, past and present, and future, that they're doing an ultimate sacrifice, you know, being at home for their loved ones while they're out there serving. And I want to give a big special shout out to the family of every veteran that's ever served, and to the veterans that have sacrificed so much for us to have our freedoms that we have. And again, I think the plea is out there for whoever the hell the president's going to be to take better care of our veterans and to eradicate the word homeless veterans and to give them the health care they need and the mental health care they need, and everything that they need should be at their disposal. And it's not right now. And I need it to be. And I'm begging and praying hard that these veterans will get everything that is at their disposal. Thank you, Russian Chick, for the $5 donation.
Hoorah, Sancho.
You know, and it's just important and essential for Veterans Day to be 365 and not just one day a year, you know. And that's how I feel about the 4th. You know, don't be proud to be an American one day of the year, you know, and just throw up some fireworks. And no, I think there's more to that. And I think it's an everyday lifestyle, you know, having an everyday lifestyle, being grateful and thankful to the veterans who have served past and present is so essential to being a good human, you know. And there you go. Anyone else have any last words? We're about an hour in, so I think that video was an excellent way to wrap up, and I want to give you guys the floor.
Sarah, do you want to say something?
I can say this. Thank you, Sancho, for having me up a little bit tonight on your panel.
Thanks for coming on, and I hope you're going to stay out of trouble for the rest of the night.
Hey, that's my nickname. Don't wear it out.
That's my goal.
Always
I
good
know-
seeing you, Sarah.
I know if I went over an hour.
Yeah.
See, I don't know if you know this, AZ, but Sarah has hosting abilities as well. So
I see.
She's got
That's how you found me.
she's got her quarterback jersey on purpose today because she's my backup quarterback. So if me, Brett Favre, decides to fall asleep, Aaron Rodgers is going to come in and be the quarterback for 10 hours.
I can definitely tell you, Sarah has always been the butterfly in every channel I've been in.
Absolutely.
Absolutely love her. She is an absolute sweetheart. And let me just real quick, Sancho, give some kudos to you too, my man, for doing what you do and essentially paying tribute to our veterans on a day like this. So kudos to you, man. And karma is a good thing, dude. It really is.
This is a tough day for many family members. I know my girl Jess is having a tough day, and and we want to give our love to the family members of the ones that are grieving the losses of veterans and letting them know that you're not alone. And we had so many veterans in this chat. I mean, we didn't have the 100 people that we have every now and then, but like we had like 7 veterans in here, and that's all I care about. That's all I care about was the fact that they were in here, watching and seeing the appreciation to be given to them. And it's just huge. It's just huge to show our gratification and our appreciation to those who have served. And this is an everyday thing. This is an everyday thing to show this to them. And I think we as human beings need to do better. We as human beings need to put it more at the forefront that if you do this already, thank you. So this message is not to you, but if you see a veteran, make sure you seek them out and show appreciation to them, because you never know what they've been through or how their day's like or what they're going through. And we need to make them feel appreciated, because don't just assume that it is. Don't just assume that they're getting all of this every single day. You never know, and so go out of your way to show them love and show them some appreciation and gratitude. I think that goes a long way in life, Indeed.
Sancho, as always, thank you for letting me be part of the experience. It's been my absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Everybody, thank you, veterans. God bless you.
All right.